Okay. Yes, does the screen is visible to you? Okay. Yesterday we have discussed with what is Python. Please, you can make yourself unmute and you can answer me, because again and again I go back and I should see whether you're responding or not for the in the chat box. Or okay. Yesterday we have discussed about what is Python. As you all know that Python is an interpreted programming language. Interpreter states that line by line it checks, easy to write and learn, and there are set of libraries also. These are the real-time examples that we have: data science, web scraping, in the software development, in the game development. And yesterday we have discussed some part of the Python. First is of what is Python, and next what are the variables in Python, and next we have discussed about comments, type function, type conversion, primitive data types, and static and dynamic input. These are the different topics that we have discussed yesterday. And let's have a short revision about these all topics. And first, yeah, about comments. It is the opinion of the code. Comments are ignored by the compiler. There are two types of comments. One is of single line comment, another is of multi-line comments. Single line comments are of as symbol, and the multi-line comments are of the triple quotes. Okay. Then we have done with the variables. Variables are nothing but address of a value, and declaring a something value to a variable is called as, these are called as variables. And there are rules of variables. Variables cannot be a Python keyword. Variables cannot contain spaces. First character must be a letter or underscore. These are the rules that we have in the variables, and different rules also. You can have you can have a small idea on this. And if you define any Python keyword like def and it shows the syntax error, if you contain any spaces in the middle of the variables, it also shows the invalid syntax. And with the letter, it executes the output, as well as with the underscore also. And the variables with multiple values, as well as single variable with multiple values, and the multiple variables with single value. These are the different types of examples that we have seen. And then coming to the data types in Python, what are the different types of data types that we have in Python? Yeah, can I expect the answer? Yes, anyone? Okay. Integer. These are the primitive data types in Python. One is of integer, float, bool, complex, and string. These are the different types of data types in Python. And as we have said that to know the which type of data, we have the type function in this. Okay, just a minute, guys. Someone is waiting. and to know the data type, which type of data we are having with type function. And second is of type conversion. Conversion states that converting of one data type to another data type is called type conversion. There are two types: implicit conversion and explicit type conversion. And implicit defines that converting lower data to higher data, there will be no data loss. Explicit states that higher to lower, and there will be the data loss. From float to int, there will be the data loss, and the int to float, there will be no data loss. These are the two types of, we have that type conversion. And as we says that from string to integer, there will be the value error, as well as the string to float also value error. And in some cases yesterday I was defined with like bool of a, bool of 0 will be false, bool of a, any positive or negative number will give as true, and bool of nothing will be given as false, and bool of empty string also given as false. Bool of is a string contain the space, it also gives as a true. And this is our last topic of static input and dynamic input. Yes, we will continue from here. There will let's discuss a small example here. Okay, static input states that while writing the code, we are only giving the out uh, which type of output that we are going to gain. We are only giving while writing the code equal to 10. Print a, this states that this is the static input, and we are writing as equal to int of input, enter the number. This is the dynamic input. This will execute while you are running the code. Sorry. Okay, this is the dynamic input. While we are writing the code, we are giving with the different types of inputs. The code is going to take this. If you are going to give us 10, it will run. Okay, this is of dynamic input. This is the one of the most important that in the Python. And let's discuss a small thing. And as you all know that a small example for today's class of static input and dynamic input, simple interest formula, as you all know that I equal to PTR by 100. By 100. Okay, by using dynamic input I will show that how the dynamic is more important than static. Okay, first of all we are going to with give as p equal to int of input, enter the number. P T R. Okay, then we are going to write as I equal to P into T into R by 100. This should be defined in this. Then if I states that print I, if I run this code, first of all it is going to ask all, as you all know that P is of principal, it's defined with a number, okay, 100, and T is of total of 1000, and rate is of 200. He is not defined. Sorry, this is capital P, I think. Yeah, this is the answer. This is the dynamic input, guys. After writing the code with the different values, again and again we can run this code and we can give as number as inputs you can. See, this is the simple interest formula. This is the dynamic input that we are going to give for each and every formula, whether like if you are going to develop an AI or any code, if you are going to write, dynamic is the most important thing comparing to the static. If you give the values like p equal to something, t equal to something, r equal to something, and if you are going to run this again, you need to enter the values for p. Okay, there will be a small value we are going to enter manually. What if the list contains of thousands of values? Then it is not possible as to. Okay, so dynamic is more important, and this is the only one thing that I would like to introduce in the static versus dynamic input. And coming to today's agenda, as we are completed with this static and dynamic, coming to the operators, and we are going to discuss with the conditional statements as well as the for loop. Okay, let's discuss of operators. Operators in Python. There are different operators in Python, guys. First is of arithmetic operators. Second is of relational operators. Third is of assignment operators. Fourth is of logical. Fifth is of membership. Sixth is of identity. Seventh is of bitwise operators. These are the different types of operators that we have in the Python. There are many operators, but we are going to discuss with these operators. Okay, arithmetic. Let's discuss the first thing, arithmetic operators. Like this contains of arithmetic, as you all know that plus, minus, into, division. This all comes under arithmetic operators. Okay, and I will like to discuss a small thing about what are operands. Okay, operands are nothing but operates, something like using operands. Operands are nothing but, I will first discuss about what is operator. Operate is of operate, something like using operands. We are going to give the operands, operators. Using operands we are going to calculate. I will discuss with a simple example that you will all with get with this. Suppose a equal to 10, b equal to 20. Here print a plus b. This gives us 30, and here operands are a comma b, and operator is plus plus or minus or division or floor division or into. Okay, have you understood the difference between operands and operator? Yes, please. Any replace? Yes, guys, you need to answer. Okay. Operands are a comma b, and operator is of plus, minus, division, and into. These are the arithmetical operators that we have. Just we need to perform like a plus b, a minus b, a into b. These are of arithmetical operators. And let's go with the relational operators. Relational operators is nothing but they are of greater than, less than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. In Python, double equals work, guys, not with the single equal to. I will stay. I will show with an example. Not equal to. These are the relational operators that we have in Python. Let's discuss something. Equal to 10, b equal to 20, print a is greater than b. This gives us false, as we all know that this is the simple basic. And double equal to comes in future, and this is the not equal to also, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. If we keep here here and paste, see, greater than or equal to, less than or, these are the relational operators that you have. That, see, executing the part is very easy, remembering part is very difficult. Arithmetic comes when you listen about the arithmetic, that you need to come in your mind that they are positive, negative into division. And when you come with the relational operators, there should be greater than, less than or equal to, greater than, equal to, double equal to, not equal to. Okay, and we have with logical operators. Logical operators are, one is and, second is or, third is not. See, and states that, and defines both the conditions should be true. So this gives true as output, or states that any one should be true. Not is opposite of true. True or false. Okay, these are the logical operators that we have. See, I am explaining the some basic part of these operators, but while we are going to depth into the subject, that we are going to use each and every operator and each and every variable and each and every type conversion, type function. Just you need to know the what is this and what is this. That's it. In the future that we are going to with the projects and all the stuff, then we are going to use these all these things. These are the topics that we have. This is the logical operators. These are relational, these are assignment, and these are, okay, you need to know. Okay, let's go with assignment operator. Assignment operators are nothing like x equal to x plus. In future, if you are going to have this command, we can write this as x plus equal to y. I will explain you. In the shortcut, x equal to x plus y can be written as x plus equal to y. X equal to x minus y equal to x minus equal to y. We can write like this. These are of assignment operators. As we have with x equal to x into y, x into y, this can be written as x into equal to y. This is the shortcut to write the assignment operators. Yeah, we need to continue with the division for division. See guys, I'm going to explain with the greater than or greater than or equal to. You need to execute with less than or equal to, not equal to. I will explain with the double equal to. and you need to execute with the minus, plus, minus into division here in the arithmetic operators, in the relational, in the logical also you need to, I will show how to execute this in the loops that we are going to use and or not. In the assignment operator you need to execute this all these things, all the stuff, else you will know to how they are working. And membership operator was like in, not in. One is of in and second is of not in. This is like, well, I will explain with an example. Say x equal to Python print to say in future we are going to, so in future we are going with having the string of 1000 characters. In that you don't know whether the term y is, the character y is in Python or not. To state that we are having with membership operators y in x. This gives us true. See, yes, y is present in Python. So this is the membership operator. As well as if we keep here not in, that is your term to do. You need to practice. If you have any doubts, you can see the recording sessions and where I am going to share the file also. And last we have having with the bitwise operator. This is the different thing, guys. This will be explained with you for the next class. Bitwise operators. This is the lengthy part that I need to do the LCM and all the stuff here. So we are going to move forward, and next we are having with the conditional statements. Remember me, definitely we are going with having the bitwise operators. Definitely it will take more than 30 minutes to explain, but we are in the aim of to complete this. And these are the operators that we have. You need to practice daily. Definitely this will be asked in the interviews. And next is of conditional statements, right? Okay. Conditional statements. Conditional statements. In conditional, if else, these are the conditions that we need to write. If this happens, okay, else this should be happen. This is the, okay, I'm going to write the syntax of this. If something, you can write as in this print, you are going to write here. And if else, sorry, yes, else print. This is the syntax that we have in the conditional statements. See, we are going to execute many with the examples now. Okay. See, a equal to 10, b equal to 20. If yes, this someone wants to join the class already, Divya. If a is greater than b, print true. Else print false. Okay. Does a is greater than b? All right. So it is showing that it is of false. This is the conditional statements, guys. By dynamic also we can give as uh, okay. This is of static and conditional statements. But in while you are practicing in the hacker rank and all this stuff, that definitely you need to write in the dynamic form only. As we have know the dynamic equal to int of input, enter the number, be equal to same of this. If now we need to write the condition a is greater than b, print true. The advantages of the dynamic input is as we change the inputs, the output also changes. Else print false. In these strings you can write anything, guys. See, first it is going to ask me 20. Now 10, it gives us true. As we know that a is greater than b. Again, if we want to change the output, suppose 10, 20, this gives us false. This is the advantages of the dynamic. Wherever you are going to write the code, please mention be in dynamic only, not in the static. Static, again we are going to change these values, as well as in the dynamic when we have the multiple inputs, and according to the multiple inputs the output is going to change. And this is of conditional statements that we have. We are also having with the elif also. If you are going to have the multiple conditions, what if we will copy this elif, we are going, okay, if you are going to have with the elif b is greater than a, then print maybe. See, oh, we will take 20, 10. See, true. If if the first condition fails, then it goes to the second condition, elif. Yes, you can write as many of elifs, guys. If you are having with 10 conditions, you can go with the 10 conditions. Like with, there will be one single if, and there are multiple elifs, and at the last, in the rare condition, there will be the else condition. This is of the conditional statements that we have. And there will be the nested if, shorthand if, and shorthand if also. And as I said before, I will discuss like logical operators and or and not, and we will see here. As I said in the depth that we are going to see each and everything. We will copy this, we will paste here. We are going to write here and b is greater than a within the short form. See, 20, 10, see, false. See, as I said that, why, as we know that one of the condition here is true, but we are getting the output as the false, because and the logical and states that, see, both the conditions should be true, both the conditions should be true, or states that anyone should be true, not is the opposite of true or false. Okay, here we are going to use an, this should be true, either both of, sorry, the first condition should be true and the second should be true. This both gives the positive output or negative output, but both the conditions should be true, or else it gives the false only. If we see here, or anyone should be true, it gives, we will give the same inputs. See, this gives the true, because or states that any one condition should be true from the both conditions. any one condition should be true. Okay, are you understanding? Please respond, guys, that for a long period of time I'm the one person who is speaking. There are many in the meeting. Okay, are you understanding? Okay, this is of R, and as I said, for loop, and there are many conditions, guys. If you have any idea about anything, you can using if and else. Many solutions will be given from this only. This is the condition that we are going to use, and next is of, and we are having with the loops. For loop, we will discuss looping statements. See, I'm going to explain you just the topic, what is it of, and what is the syntax of this, and you need to practice with the different inputs and different outputs, and you need to practice today's your work is of, you need to explore with minus into division, and here with less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, leave about this. Okay, and I will yes, let's take with the relation operator double equal to also in the if, we will have with the example. A equal to 20, if we are going to check the condition, what is the difference between single equals to and double equals to. A double equals to 20, print true, else print false, nothing we will use. See, true. This is the difference between relational operator, as I have discussed. While going to the subject, we are going to discuss each and everything. See about the single equals to, double equals to. See, this is the one of the important question that which was asked in the interview. Many of my friends were asked with this question where they have not answered about this. First is of single equals to defines that it declares a value to the variable. It declares a value to the variable. Here, double equal states that it checks the condition. Am I clear? Am I clear to you guys? Okay. Whether you were not understood of this. See, single equals to states that it declares a value to the variable, and double equals to states that it checks the condition. Okay, this is of relational operator, and we are going with having the looping statements. We will discuss with for loop. For loop is nothing of, see, I will start with an example. Yeah, many of you know that about the joint wheel, right? See, we are starting with one particular position and we are going in the around of it, and we are coming here. This is of same, guys, for loop. For loop is nothing but, see, in the Excel, if you write 1 2 3 4 5, if you drag up to some extent, if it will take to the that point, and this will take some time. But as we compare in the Python for loop, if you give a single command, with this command we are going to get the output. See, first I use it to write with syntax. Syntax is of for I in, okay, we will start with range of 1 to 11, sorry, int I. See, as we are given that as you know that the range, and the 11th term will be excluded, and starting with the 1, and this is the n minus 1 term will be the printed. See, this is the syntax of the for loop. Okay, and here for states that it is a keyword in Python. I states that it is a temporary variable, and in states that, as we know that membership operator, and range states that it is of sequence, like max minus min according to the max formula range, but it is of sequence, guys. These are the terms that we have used in the for loop. This is a for loop. Okay, we are going to have a small slicing part here. This will be detailed explained in the data types in Python in the list. Slicing in for loop. See, okay, this is the range function that we are going to use for I in range of 1 to 11 print I. Okay, you are okay with this, and we will discuss a small example. Okay, a equal to Python for I in a print I. This also gives the same output like p y. Now you have understood with the both the terms, with the strings and with the letter, with the numeric characters. See, the 4 is going to see. Firstly, it will come here. First, it checks what type of it is. Firstly, it goes for, then it comes to A to I. Again, it prints. Again, it goes to for and A and I and it. Again, this is the circle. There will be a circulation in the for loop, and in the for loop there will be no there will be the limited for loops only. According to the condition it will, but what if in the while loop there will be another loop called as while loop. In the while loop, if the condition is true, it will goes to the uh, indefinite form, guys. There will be no stoppage in the execution part, as we see here. Equal to Python for I in a print I. This gives the p y t h o n. Anything you can give as. See, tomorrow there will be the important session. We are going to discuss with the patterns like star, double star, triple star. These are also very important in the interview, and we are discussing with the while loop, bitwise, for loop. In the for loop we are going to discuss with the patterns, guys. Okay, and as I said that there will be a slicing. Okay, slicing states that it is of 3 steps: start, stop, step. Okay, start, stop and step. It is of 3 parts. See, here we got with the output as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. What if we need with the output of 1 3 5 7 9? See, for this the slicing is used for I in range of 1 to 10, this is the stop is the 1, step is start, stop, step is 2. See, print I. If you give with this, see, this is the slicing, guys. 1 3 5 7 9. We can give as 3. See, the up to 3 terms here it is going to skip. See, one after it is going to skip 2, 3, 4. Again it is going to give us, sorry, it is going to 1, 1, 2, 3. Again it is going as 4. Then after 4, 7. 7 after 3, 10. This is the step. This is the most important that we need to remember. This is also going to come in the future. And tomorrow we are going to discuss with continuous statement, pass. Yep, it's of tomorrow class. And I hope all you understood about this. And let's discuss something. Today is of static and dynamic, as I discussed here. And with the formula, this is of the dynamic input, this is of the static input, and these are the different types of operators that we have. This is the arithmetic operators: relational, assignment, logical, membership, identity, and bitwise. This is of arithmetic operators, and that I have explained you only with plus, that you need to go with minus into division. And here it is of relational operators: greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, double equals to, this is of not equals to, and this is of logical operators. And or not, in the and both should be true or false, or either one should be true or false, not it is opposite. And assignment operators can be written in the shortcut of x plus equal to y, defines as x equal to x plus y. X equal to x minus y can state as x minus equals to y, x equal to x into y. This is the formula of this. Membership operators are in, not in, as we have seen in the for loop. And this is the one small example, and bitwise I am going to explain it tomorrow. And we are having with conditional statements. This is the syntax of the conditional, and this is of static, this is of dynamic. And what if we are going to having the multiple conditions, that elif is used. And here we are going to with the example of logical operators. This is of logical operators, this is of multiple conditions, logical operators. And this is of same, this is of or. And here this is the difference between the single equals to and double equals to. Difference between equals. The single equals to kind, it declares the value to a variable, while as in double equals to, it checks the condition. And while coming to the looping statements, this is the introduction about the for loop. We are going to have many for loops tomorrow with the while loops as well. Tomorrow is a very important session. You need to, each and everyone I am requesting to join. And this is a for loop. If you give in the range of 1 to 11, it will print here. For defines a keyword in Python, I is the temporary value, in is the membership, range equals sequence. And as I state that slicing part, this is the string part. Okay, I need to explain one thing, guys. As you have seen that in the dynamic part, you have seen about how to give the dynamical input as integer. What if with the strings? With the strings equal to, just give us input, enter anything. This takes this. If you are going to, sorry, yeah, enter the number here. It takes us 10, and this takes us Python. That's it, guys. These are the two types of inputs that we are going to give. This is of integer, and this is of characters, strings. Okay. I hope up to now you have understood about these things. Yeah. Any doubts? Yeah. Thank you guys.